Starting a nonprofit can be one of the most rewarding journeys you'll ever embark on. It's about making a difference in your community, advancing a cause you care about, and creating an organization that can impact lives for generations to come. But where do you begin? In this guide, I'll walk you through the steps to officially register and incorporate your nonprofit in Minnesota. Let's make it simple, clear, and straight to the point because you've got a mission to focus on. Step 1. Choose the perfect name. First, you need a name that reflects your organization's purpose. But there's a catch: it has to be unique. The name of your nonprofit needs to be distinguishable from any other organization registered in Minnesota. To make sure it's available, check the Minnesota Secretary of State's online business name search tool. If it's free to use, you've got yourself a name. Step 2. Appoint a registered agent. Every Minnesota nonprofit needs a registered agent. This is the person or business that will handle important legal documents for you. The agent needs to be a resident of Minnesota or a company that's legally allowed to do business in the state. This step is crucial because it ensures your organization stays in compliance and never misses a legal notice. Step 3. File your articles of incorporation. Now it's time to officially make your nonprofit a legal entity. You'll need to file the articles of incorporation with the Minnesota Secretary of State. Sounds fancy, but it's just a form where you provide essential details about your organization, like its name, its purpose, and the names of the people involved. You can do this online, by mail, or in person. Filing online or in person costs $90, and if you go the old school route and mail it in, it's $70. Once filed, your nonprofit is officially incorporated. Online filings are processed almost instantly, so you could be official today. Step 4. Create your bylaws. Every nonprofit needs a set of bylaws. These are the internal rules that guide how your organization will operate. You don't need to file them with the state, but they are essential. They cover everything from how decisions will be made to how often the board will meet. Think of them as your organization's rulebook, keeping things running smoothly behind the scenes. Step 5. Get your EIN. Now, you'll need an EIN, or Employer Identification Number, from the IRS. It's like a social security number for your nonprofit. This number will allow you to open a bank account, file taxes, and apply for 501(c)(3) status. The good news? It's free to apply for an EIN on the IRS website, and you'll get it instantly if you apply online. Step 6. Apply for 501(c)(3) tax-exempt status. If your goal is to be tax-exempt, you'll need to file for 501(c)(3) status with the IRS. This gives you exemptions from federal income taxes and makes your donors' contributions tax-deductible, a big deal for fundraising. There are two forms you can file: Form 1023 Easy for smaller nonprofits, or the longer Form 1023 for larger organizations. The filing fee is $275 for the easy form and $600 for the longer form. The review process can take a few months, but once approved, your nonprofit will officially be recognized as tax-exempt. That's a huge step. Step 7. Register for Minnesota state tax exemptions. Once you've got your federal tax-exempt status, it's time to get state tax exemptions. In Minnesota, you'll file Form ST-16 to apply for exemption from state sales tax. There's no fee for this, but it's essential for keeping your organization's finances in check. Step 8. Register for charitable solicitation. If you plan to ask for donations, you'll need to register with the Minnesota Attorney General's office by filing the initial charitable organization registration form. This process helps maintain transparency with donors and keeps your nonprofit compliant with state laws. The fee is only $25, and it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for approval. Step 9. Keep your nonprofit in good standing. Finally, you'll need to file an annual renewal with the Minnesota Secretary of State. This is free and ensures your nonprofit stays active and in good standing. The deadline is December 31st each year. Mark your calendar so you don't miss it. Starting a nonprofit may seem like a lot of steps, but each one gets you closer to making a lasting impact. With the right guidance, the process is straightforward, and before you know it, your nonprofit will be up and running, ready to serve the community. If you're ready to take the first step, click the link in the bio to get started today. You've got the vision, now it's time to make it official.